Hello friends, welcome to educators.com. I am Preeti Rathi. In last video we have seen structures and now we will discuss about complex pointers, means few complex topics in the pointers. The topics which we are going to cover are function returning pointer, means a function will return the pointer, then pointer to a function, then pointer to an array and array of pointers. Now function returning pointer. The way functions return an integer, a float or a double or any other data type, it can even return a pointer. As shown in this example where we have function which returns the pointer. fun function which is initializing I variable to 20 and returning address of I. So the return type is integer star. Now when we have this declaration here, that time function bracket gets the precedence. So it means that fun is a function which returns integer pointer. Now next we have pointer to the function. Now in the same example, suppose we have a function but the pointer is wrapped into the bracket with the function name, then precedence goes to pointer. So this declaration becomes pointer to the function which is returning void. Now if I remove this bracket from this star, if I remove this bracket from this place, then it will mean just like the before the first example, that is function, it is a function which is returning void pointer. But because of this bracket, precedence is given to the pointer and it means pointer to the function returning void. So here we are having a display function which is returning void. The address of display is saved in this function pointer and then we are calling that function using this function pointer. So while calling we are giving star of function pointer name and then this bracket. So this way we can invoke a function through the pointer. Now the third concept is pointer to an array. Means we can have a pointer to the array also. The declaration we can see here integer star p and array. But here the star p is given precedence because of this bracket. That means this star is attached to p. So it has become pointer. P is a pointer pointing to the array of two elements of type integer. If I remove this bracket, then the precedence will go to array and p will become array of integer pointer. So the meaning will be totally different. Now here to get the precedence to pointer, we are wrapping it into bracket by giving the parenthesis. So what we have now, p is a pointer pointing to another array which has two elements of integer type. So that array ARR we have declared here. Then we are storing address of ARR into P and then through for loop we are fetching the data using P. So this is pointer to an array. Now the next is we will remove that parenthesis from the declaration so that it will become array of pointers. See the same declaration we have here, but in this case we have removed. Last time we had bracket with the star and ARR to connect star and ARR. So it was pointer to the array, but right now the precedence will go to array. So it will become array of pointer of type integer. So ARR here is an array which is of 4 size and every element of that array is an integer pointer. So we can see here that just by giving the additional parenthesis, we are changing meaning of it because precedence will be changed. Now here, as the parenthesis is removed, ARR has become array of integer pointer. So we have taken different 4 integer values with some value in that, and then addresses are stored into ARR of 0, 1, 2 and 3, and then we are displaying this through the for loop using ARR. So this is what array of pointer is. If you check out in this diagram, then we can see here this I, J, K and L are the different variable with different values. But ARR of 0 is holding address of I, that is 65516. Same is true with the ARR of 1, which is holding address of J. Means this is the array, but every element of this array itself is a pointer, which is pointing to another integer. So we have this as an array of pointer. This way we have discussed 4 important topics over here. Now we'll check out this practically. Now in this application, here we have included stdio.h and conio.h header file. Then we got main as an entry of the application, clear screen and getch. Now the first example we'll check out of a function returning pointer. Say I have a function 1 or a function which is taking one integer variable, assigning some value to it and then returning address of that variable with ampersand I. Now as it is returning address, the return type of this function will be pointer. So it will be integer star. So here this is fun is a function which is returning integer pointer. As by default in this declaration precedence goes to function bracket. If we give one parenthesis here, that we'll check out in the next example, that if I give this parenthesis here, then the precedence will be given to pointer. So here fun will become pointer to the function returning integer. But when I remove it, it is a function returning integer pointer. So as this function is returning integer pointer, we can declare a pointer variable of integer type which can hold returned value, that is ptr equal to function is called over here, and then can display this value equal to %d using star of ptr. So value at that address will be displayed. If I'll execute this, we'll get 10 as a displayed. So this is a function returning pointer. But now if in this example I'll add a bracket over here, so the meaning of this will be changed completely. Now it is a declaration which can hold address of another function which returns integer. So in this case, this declaration I can give in a main function. That is, in main function I will declare this variable that there will be a fun which will be a pointer to the function. Now the function can be any simple function which will not take any parameter but returns integer. So we'll create such function. Say we'll have a function get val, something like this, which is just returning some value, and before returning it will have some printf. It will display from or say called get value. Now this function wants to hold the address of that get val. So we have to do the assignment accordingly. Means we will have this fun will hold getVal. So name itself will give the address of that function. And then while calling that function through fun, what we have to do is we will call it this way. That is star of fun, and this is a function call bracket. This way it can be called, and it is returning an integer value that we can store in a variable. A variable is declared for that. I'll store it in a variable, and if we want we can display that value. I equal to %d, and I will be displayed here. Now if I'll execute this, we can see call getVal and i's value is displayed here. So this was fun is a pointer to the function which is not taking any parameter but returning integer. So it is holding the address of getVal. This way we are assigning the address of getVal, and then we are calling this function through fun. So star of fun and this bracket. So function will be called. Now the next concept is array of pointer. So if we have integer star, then arr and 3. So it means here again the precedence goes to array bracket. So it becomes array of 3 elements where every element is an integer pointer. Means every element of arr will hold address of another element of integer type. So now I can have 3 elements over here, say I, j and k, and I'll initialize this 3 element with some values. So 10, j is 20 and k is 30. Now we have to assign arr of 0 as an address of I, because arr is an array which will hold addresses of different element of integer type, because it is storing integer pointer. Then arr of 1, I can store ampersand of j. Then arr of 2, you can store here ampersand of k. Now all these elements are storing the address of another integer values, integer variables. Now we can display it through the for loop. If we want a counter for the for loop, so we will display integer c here. We will declare integer c. Then we can have c equal to 0. C is less than 3 and c++. Now while displaying, we will have printf %d. And here we will display star of arr of c. So 0, 1, 2, like this elements will be displayed here, and in the for loop here. Means this array, every element of this array is holding address of another integer variable, and for that purpose we have given star, means value at that address we want to fetch. So we expect 10, 20, 30 should be displayed here. The same output we got. This is called as array of pointer. Now for the same declaration, if we modify it in this way, that if I'll give a bracket here, then precedence goes to star, that is to pointer. So the same array will become that it is arr is not an array now, it is a pointer which is pointing to another array which has 3 elements of integer type. Means just by giving this parenthesis we have changed the precedence rule, and now ARR has become pointer pointing to the another array of 3 elements, and every element of that array will be integer. So in the same example, I'll just remove this, and for this now we will declare an array, say x, with 3 elements, where and we will initialize it to some values like this. Then this ARR will hold address of x, and now we can display this array using ARR. For that we'll have a for loop. Now counter will be C, so C is initialized to 0. C is now 3 elements we got, so C is less than 3 and C++. Now here we can have a printf statement, value equal to %d. Now here we can have star of ptr, and here in the array we will have C. So here we are wrapping this ptr with the star, or instead of ptr here we will have ARR, because we have taken ARR as a variable. Means to fetch the value we are saying value at ARR, but the element number is 0, 1, 2 like this. So if I'll execute this, so in this case you can see with the star we are saying value at that C element. C is 0 initially, then 1, then 2, like this we'll have, and the values will be displayed like this. If I'll clear the screen after all declaration, so we'll get 4, 3 and 6. We can add a \n for the new line and get proper output. Now in .c program, that is in C, all declaration should be given first before starting any executable call. Means before starting any function call, all declaration should be given. So this way we'll get the output. So now we have discussed 4 important topics of the pointer, which can be called as a complex topic. But here we have seen that using parenthesis we have changed the scope, precedence over here, and the meaning of that statement has been changed. So we have seen function returning integer pointer, then pointer to the function, then we have seen array of pointer, and then we have seen pointer to the array. Now in the next tutorial we will discuss about preprocessor. Thank you.